Alrighty, folks, let's get this thing going. Probably the first thing I need to do is turn that down a pinch. We'll have to check to see what our actual audio levels is. I wonder what it means by Twitch meta is changing. That looks different. Everybody's doing Forever World, but I'm just behind the curve as usual. Yeah, I'll give you your feedback later. Right now we're busy. Okay, everything's working. Probably something I forgot. Alrighty. Made somebody jump out of their skin, I'll bet. Alright, I need to check all my titles on that. Okay, nobody's here to jump out of their skin. Good. Good. Is there anything I forgot? I've announced it at the thingamaboppers. I've got everything loaded up. I've got my music. I need, of course, my chat stream window thingamaboppers. And, of course, it's not loading. Where is my chat window? There it is. Okay. Well, everybody, and welcome to a foggy day here at ChillCraft. And I don't really know what I want to do today. I know I want to finish that potato carrot farm for Barry, but because I didn't stream last week, I lost the thread of what I was trying to work on. So today, I think what I'm going to do is try to finish it, do my best. I do not like this gloomy weather, but I just think I'm just going to sit down, and just play. I'm just going to relax and play, and I don't know what's going to happen. There's not a plan. You know, this is going to be an unplanned day. And a brief apology. I read a comment once about somebody talking about how every time they see a stream or a video and all they see is a shack and they don't want to watch it. I apologize to all anti-shack viewers because this is what we have here. No fancy houses. We're not that kind of player. We're not there yet. We don't know how to build giant mega bases. We don't know how to terraform and make giant mountains. We don't know how to make giant water streams. But we're barely of any quality of you know, making epic stuff type Minecraft player. We're not there. We might get there. Who knows? But one thing we do have is we know how to sit down, have fun, and just learn and do stuff that we enjoy, and that's what we're gonna do. So sit back, relax, listen to the music. Let me know if I need to adjust anything. We're gonna get to work. That's another thing I know how to do really well. I know how to get to work. I think it's about sunset. Yes. So let's give it a few more minutes for the sun to go down. I can sip my coffee and finish my coffee. And we'll talk about some things that I feel kind of challenged to build. Watching some videos here recently, there's some stuff that I'm thinking I might want to try to build at some point. Because you don't become an epic player by, well, you could, I suppose, but you don't necessarily become an epic builder by just jumping into Minecraft and determining you're going to be an epic builder someday. You become an epic builder by actually building and building and building and experimenting and learning and building and adjusting. And that's what we're going to be doing. But you got to take some steps. You got to have some projects in mind. And what I'm thinking about right now, I'd like to make a custom tree. I'd like to make a custom tree. I found a really excellent tutorial that I want to look at and see if I could learn from. And on top of that, I'd like to learn to make better terrain. I've been kind of making use of the Minecraft terrain all this time, and it's time to do it a bit different. Let's change. Do we want to change that? Yeah, let's make that more balanced. I put it on aggressive, but we're going to put it on balanced. Leave the terrain where it is. Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know. You know, I've been at this from what, 2017, 2018. Growth is slow, both on my channel, probably, and as a builder, but I am growing, I am learning. I haven't stopped learning. I guess that's a good thing. Ah! We killed our seed. Darn it anyway, that means we have to plant more. No, I guess we can't plant anymore. It looked like it only gave me one seed. Stingy pumpkins. Yeah, I definitely want to do better than what I've been doing on the terrain. Okay, what do we got in my pocket here? It looks like we got a lot of building materials. We should probably grab something around here. Do I need something in here? Do I have one that's free? This chest doesn't have a lot in it. Let's grab this one. And we'll get rid of the stick. We're not going to need them where we're going. We don't need the iron. Get away from my... Alright, what else can we get rid of that we do not need? We can get rid of some of this dirt. We don't need it right now. We're pretty much done terraforming. We might want the coarse dirt later, but we're pretty much done terraforming. This all dirt? Is that everything? Alright, we can dump this chest over here, and that will be where our building stuff will be as we go. But yeah, like right here, I could maybe make a lake or a little cove here. There's all kinds of areas here where I could... Why are you dressed different? Why are you dressed like that? Where did you come from? You're not dressed like one of these guys at all. The heck did you walk in from? Okay, well, anyway, let's stick a chest somewhere around here where we can get a hold of our materials. I think we have a bed back here too, and we have some materials in that. Isn't that what we did? No, we just put a table there. Here are some of our excess golems that we have running around. We're just going to stick all of our materials in here for now. And that way we can just carry around with me the things that I'm actually going to be needing to use. So we're going to start with maybe a cobble foundation. For some reason I have my shield off. I don't know why. I feel kind of unequipped without it, and I don't have any more water in my bucket, so I need to fix that. Okay. Get away from my barrel. What do you think you're doing? Got some stone here. And we got a little andesite if we want to use it. Okay. Cool beans. Fill up my water bucket, and there was something else, and then my mind blinked out on me. I took a brain pill. I swear I did. I took some lines, man. I should be able to think better. Okay, here we go, getting some water. What the heck is this? That's weird. Alright, we now got water stashed. So let's get the foundation laid and get this thing built. And I think our first lesson in terraforming should be right here. What do you guys think? I don't know when we'll do it, but look at this. I can make this look a little better, perhaps, if I can figure it out. So maybe I can flesh this out, remove one of these acacia trees, maybe put an acacia up here where this oak is. Remove this acacia here because it's kind of ugly. I think we can do that right now. Leave that acacia alone. Leave a little bit of a clearance here. My friend Boston was talking about minding my sight lines in regards to my little tree house that I'm building in the community area on the Philosophy SMP server. And I'm not entirely sure what he means by sight lines. You would think that I'd be intelligent enough that I would know what he means by that, but I'm not. Apparently I don't. No idea what he's going on about. Ugh. But yeah, I need to figure that out. I need to figure out what is this site. I'm just going to grab my leads for now. I'll leave the iron in here. I can use it later if I need to. And I'll be able to use the flowers later. That should clear things up a little bit. Too many big guys stomping around when I'm trying to work. This here's another area that I have to work on. This stupid solid wall. I'm definitely going to have to shave this back or do something with it. I don't entirely know what. But I definitely want to learn a little more about how to do that sort of thing, how to fix that up. Definitely in my list of things to do. What are you doing? You ain't going in there. Messing with my flowers. Why is this off center? Anybody know why that's off center? Because I don't. I knew there were a few problems that I had when I was designing this. I just didn't know they were as bad as they appear to be right now. Alright, we need to put a gate in here. It looks like we're missing a piece on the side. About right now? We got that all correct? Alright, I really don't want to have a bunch of guys crowding inside my area, so let's go ahead and gate it off for now, just to keep them out of there. I don't want them messing with my garden. I think we've got to plant carrots over here, and I don't remember that we have any carrots anywhere to plant. I don't believe we do. We should go check our little food chest. I think we've got potatoes. I don't think we've got carrots. It says that there's a block of... Oh, okay. Gotcha. Okay, that's all done. Everything's lined up like it's supposed to be, even though that's kind of silly looking when you think about it. I'm going to have to learn how to make things more rounded and curvy and natural looking and more worn, and I got a lot of learning to do. Let's go back and see if we got any carrots. Just curious to know, and grab this guy on our way out of here. Get rid of him. I did a driver update and updated a few other things in the hopes that the game would run a little smoother. I don't know what happened last time, but the whole thing crashed out. I didn't want you guys dealing with that this time. Well, Boston, welcome to the stream. I just saw your comment. Give me a second, so I'll wait on this right here and I'll look across. Alright, Boston asks, are you still working on the crop farm, my friend? Yes, I am. I am working on it actually right now. I want to check to see if I have any carrots. I don't remember I have any carrots. And I wanted to look to see if I had any carrots. So I'm doing that real quick and then we're getting to work on it. That's the plan. I'm supposed to be having that available for Barry, but I don't know if Barry will show up on the stream or not today, so he may not get all the information. I'm kind of dropping the ball. I'm not really giving him the information that I promised. I didn't make a tutorial. I did kind of describe it to him, but I don't know that that's good enough. I have golden carrots, but I don't have regular. Can you plant golden carrots, do you think? Anybody know? I have a sneaking suspicion that you can't. Alright, well, we'll go find a village and find some carrots here shortly. Let's go to sleep and we'll get to work on the building of this. But yeah, that's the plan for this episode, Boston. We're going to work on that. I don't have any bigger, better plan than that at the moment. That, and of course, I don't want the stupid stream to crash out and freeze and lock up on me like it did last time. I wish I knew what caused that. I updated a few drivers, as you probably heard me mention, but I don't know if it was enough to fix the problem. Before you came on, I was talking about I have some projects in mind, like I want to work on this terraforming, on this terrain. I want to learn how to terraform and do better on that. And I want to build a custom tree. These are some things that are in the back of my mind. I don't know if I'll build them here or elsewhere, but look at this silly thing. It's ridiculous. So we're not going to be doing that. Let me know if there's any audio or video or any other issue, or if I'm missing something. I believe everything should be all working correctly. Everything looks good on my end. So I'm hoping that everything's fine. But yeah, let's get this built. We need to figure out what we're going to build here. Slipstream music. Oh yeah, I forgot about that. I knew I forgot something. Every time, because you have to go into the properties because it's application specific. I haven't figured out a better way to do it yet. Yeah, let me see. Got new vocal tracks playlist, and it doesn't let me pick what I want. It's just, I don't know how to explain what it is, but it ain't working right. I can tell you that much. Thank you for the update there, Boston. I appreciate it. That's just frustrating. I got to figure out how to figure this out. There's got to be a way to do this that works consistently 100% of the time. And I got to remember, of course, that I've done it. So I changed it before the stream. Ugh. All I have to say to that is ugh. And it's not showing it anywhere. Weird. I added it, but it's not showing it. So let's go over here to the tab. And now we'll go over here to the application. Now, if this makes the thing crash, I'm going to cry. I literally am going to cry. Literally. I'm just going to start bawling like a little baby. If this makes things crash on me. It's going to be bad. Alrighty, give me a minute. We're a little bit stuck here, so folks. And now I'm hot and sweaty, and it was cold a little bit ago. I swore it was. Breath, playlist, slipstream. There you go. Now you got some music. Are you happy now? I'll figure this out. All right, going back to work. I think what I did different is I put the tab with the music forward and clicked on the tab in Chrome, and then it showed up. But maybe the solution is to find another browser and then to have, but then it would be, I don't know if you can do a specific, I don't know. I got to think about this more. Anyway, hey, what are you looking at? Go away. Let's see. Well, we need a foundation for our thing. We probably want to go ground level, so let's dig down at least one block, if not two. We know we're going to want to have access either direction from here, so we know we want to have it down low. We will probably want a space or two, so I'm guessing maybe... Look at this guy running around in his brown robes. He's completely clothed wrong for this area. Where did you even come from? You're not supposed to look like that. Somebody needs to get you your dress code, man. Anyway, and we'll dig down one more layer, and that's where we're going to lay our foundation. And our foundation will use stone. But yeah, I was talking about how I want to get better at terrain. I'm not really an epic builder yet, and I want to get better. I want to do better terrain. I want to do better building, and it just takes practice. So I thought if I learn a little terraforming, maybe make a custom tree, that would be the first steps I should take towards that. You're freaking me out, dude. Don't me. You're freaking me out, man. You're freaking me out. Alrighty. So Boston, am I helping you build something tomorrow? Is that the plan? I think I went too far on this side. Yeah, I did. If not, that's fine, because I'll get to work on my next project, which is going to be working on that house. You said something about sight lines. If you got a minute in the chat, maybe you could tell me what you mean. For some reason, my brain doesn't register whatever that means. I don't know what you're talking about. It's like you're speaking in Swahili, and I don't understand Swahili, so if you want to tell me in English what you mean by sight lines, that would be very helpful. It should be a simple concept, I know, but for some reason my brain just says, "Me, what the heck is he talking about?" But yeah, that's plan for tomorrow. Build with you if you want me to build with you. If not, that's fine too. Do I have a silk touch pick? No, I don't. We need to get a silk touch pick. But that's okay. We'll make this work. Alright, we got some of this stone here. We got some of this andesite. We got some of this dirt. And we can start flying out our floor here a little bit. We don't have to do everything right now, just a little. Get her going. And since we don't have a silk touch pick, we're going to be cooking a lot of stone, I guess. Alright, then I'm thinking, now, is this going to be... I think we're going to go ahead actually and remove this and replace it with stone. I think that's the plan. Really? You killed my shovel already? I just got that shovel. What are you talking about? I bet I don't have any other shovels either, do I? And I bet I don't have any money to go buy a shovel. Oh, wait a minute. I have some... Getting all confused where I'm located around here. I think I have some sticks and I have some... We'll make a couple of things. I'm coming back over here for a while. I'm gonna get this done now. Yeah, we got some iron. We'll just make some iron shovels. There you go, 4 shovels. I'm not coming back here for a long time. I want to focus on my building, darn it, anyway. Oh my goodness, I can't even climb a wall. Oh, now I'm reading. Okay, tomorrow I will be on call with my sister. Okay. I will be on, but my sister and I have things to talk about. Okay, well, I don't want to get in the way of that, dude. That's okay, I understand. Sightlines. When you travel on the road south to your tree house, you cannot see it as you approach it. You should cut down some trees so you can see the buildings. The approach is basically hidden. Okay. Well, Boston, I think you might not like what I'm about to tell you, but I kind of want it to be hidden. It's kind of hidden on purpose. I want it to blend into the terrain. That's kind of the whole reasoning behind the way I designed it. But, you know what? I think you might be right. And maybe I need to show a little more brazenness and a little more confidence and just say, here's my treehouse, take a look. So maybe I will go ahead and do that. Okay, now do I want to go any further than here? I think that's as far as I want to go. I think I want to go in from there. But yeah, I'll go ahead and take a look at it. Thank you for explaining to me. I'm sorry that my head would not register what you were trying to tell me very well. But I think I will go ahead and look at it and see if there is not some way in which I can do what you're suggesting and show it up a little. Alright, where should we have some andesite? I think that's actually a good idea to make that stand out a little bit and have a little more confidence in our build that we did together. And but I also just kind of like blending stuff. It's not just a matter of not having confidence, it's just I like to blend stuff. And you know how I am, I like to build into the terrain. But I think you're right, it should be pulled out a little more, so we'll work on that. And at least now I know what you mean. I could not figure it out before. My head just could not grasp the concept. Okay, continuing on, singing a song. I do like how it looks as you approach it from the water side. I think it looks really cool from that angle. Have you looked at it from that angle using free cam or whatever? I think it looks really good. I kind of like it. For your chill stream tonight, build a normal 2-furnace array so you can get stone passively cooking. But that's being efficient, Boston. I mean, come on now. Who do you think you're talking to here? That's somebody being smart and efficient and planning ahead. That's somebody who's putting effort into everything, man. I mean, yeah. No, yeah, you're right. I should probably get a furnace array, but I'll think about that some more. But yeah, that's probably a project I should do. I should have a furnace array also on the server for that. I'm going to frustrate you. I can just see it now. You're giving me all these wonderful suggestions, and I'm just poo-pooing all over them. No, I'm not really poo-pooing it over. I agree. Passive furnace would be good to help it to process. Alright, I screwed up a little bit. Can you guys see where I messed up? We don't really strictly need to have it this deep. Because I'm not thinking, I'm talking, and my brain's not working, and my mouth is working, but nothing else is working, so. But that's okay, we'll pull it up. We only need to be a block down, maybe, possibly a block down. Hey, get out of my bed. Fisherman, I thought you were showing Barry what to do in the early game. He is like, Boston, you could give my parents lessons in the whole giving somebody a guilt trip. Congratulations, man. Yes, I probably should do better for Barry if he shows up, because it is kind of early game and it would help him to know a little more about what to do early game. Share my prodigious, I can't even say the word knowledge, right? I'm stealing all this stone because I'm just going to fill this bottom part in with dirt to start with. Because we only need the stone further up, so we might as well have that stone. We're going to need it later for our building project. Alright, so for Barry and other individuals just starting out in Minecraft and need to know some early game stuff, I will demonstrate a... Dude, I gotta figure out if I have the resources to do a furnace array. Do I see a guy in my garden? How did you get in my garden? And why are you in my garden? There's no bad guys gonna be in my garden. They don't spawn in there. Come on, man. Seriously? Get out of my garden. Come on. Get out. You're gonna get thrown into the recycle mill here in a minute, dude. I actually have only recently learned how to do a smelter or a furnace array. I'm not super good at it yet. Oh, you're going back into my garden after it took an hour and a half for me to switch my blocks around to get you out of there, huh? You don't want to live, do you? Alright, I think, do we want it to have one block down, or do we want it to be flush with the ground? Good question. If we keep it a block down, we go 2 blocks down, we could have a basement if we needed one, but we don't really need one. So technically, I don't even need this second layer. I'm not really planning this out. I just need to lay a pad out, is what all I really need to do to build my I don't know why I wasn't thinking. But that's okay. We'll just grab my blocks, fill this up with dirt. No big deal. Maybe I'll find my groove today and I'll get going in this a little better than I've been doing. Because right now, we're not doing too hot. Hey, we can grab that too, I guess, later. Alright, so this is an example for anybody watching who's learning the mechanics of Minecraft. This is an example of how not to play it this way. I'm showing you how to do it wrong so you don't do it wrong yourself. Okay, collected all my stone. I see there's a chat message to read. Okay, now we're where we're supposed to be. We'll just lay out a pad. I thought, oh, maybe I needed to dig down. I don't know why I was thinking I had to dig down. My mind is just totally not working with me today. Maybe I should take another lion's mane. Maybe I should take 3 lion's manes. It's amazing how much 17 blocks doesn't cover. Now we can lay out our stone. Okay, now we're ready to go. Got distracted. Hello. I was dealing with calling out an Instagram hacker. Oh my goodness. So basically, they will make an account similar to another one using their good name to ask for help. They just want to reset codes. I've fallen for that trick before. Wanted Dream to show you the furnace array. But anyway, the account seems to have 0 followers, so that's good. Possibly. I'm not entirely sure, Barry. I've never really dealt with any hackers like that. Yeah, Boston would like me to show you how to do a little furnace array so that we can get these stone processed. I'm not entirely sure. I know to do like with railing and a cart, I can do it that way, but a furnace array, if I don't have rails and redstone, I'm not entirely sure how to do that. I can make hoppers. And I can set them up. I might need a link, boss, and you might need to show me. I may not actually know how to make a 2 furnace array without mine carts and stuff, unless that's, you know, you're talking about one that does require mine carts. Well, I don't have mine carts in this world as of yet. We're not very far along in the game, so I don't have a lot of redstone and things of that nature at the moment. Sorry to hear you're dealing with a hacker like that there, Barry. I hope they don't mess with your account or cause you any more problems. I need another stack of stone, possibly. We're trying to figure out the best way to lay this out, and I'm not thinking very clearly. I'm not out of the groove like I was last time. Jiminy Christmas, that was terrible. And Wednesday, trying to do stuff with Boston and Black Belt was not on my game for sure. I think our music just died, so I'm gonna have to go find out why it's died, because I picked the 20-some track thing, but maybe it already burned up all the 20 tracks. If you can describe it, Boston, in the chat relatively easily, I might be able to interpret it and make one of these 2 furnace arrays. I might have an idea what you're referring to and how to make it, but I'm not 100% sure. Little unsure on that. Alright, we're just doing some basic texturing right now. We just want this floor have not too much repetition, have some ideas of different textures in it, so that's the plan here. Not 100% fan of this, so I think I'll do this instead. Not 100% fan of that, so I will probably take this out and put in something along the lines of that. Good enough. We don't have to do better than that today. Okay, let's see about laying out our framework. And I'll go ahead and grab this and put a cobble there. Alright, we need some wood, and we'll lay out a framework, and we'll try to figure out a shape for this building, because right now I don't have one. We're building a new building from scratch, basically. I've got my general design that I like to do normally, but that's not going to fly here. We're going to have to do something that fits in better with what we have. And now that I've taken off my heavy shirt, I am now cold again. This is not fun. I do not like being hot, cold, hot, cold, hot, cold. Oh, thank you, Boston, for the descriptor there. I will see if we can build this. I was somewhere along in this list. Give me a minute. And I found there's some lo-fi house. Let's try and see what this is. We got some snow-fi too. I haven't tried that. Yeah, let's try this. See if we like it. Okay. Oh, hello, Black Belt. Oh, I got some more chat to read. Woo! Getting exciting over here. All right. I will train Dream. Okay, Barry. Good luck. I'm going to be the worst student you ever had. Not even have to try. Anyway, 2 furnaces. Let's go. Dream will need 6 chests, 6 hoppers, and 2 furnaces. Okay. My account is pretty safe. Okay, I'm glad to hear that. Hello, Black Belt. Paula, I'll be right back. Last time I was on the TSMP server, I was mining for diamonds. Ooh, cool. Straight line underground. And you go straight down. 2 hoppers pointing into a double chest. Then place the furnaces on top of each hopper. Then place 2 hoppers on top pointing into the furnace chest on top of those hoppers. Then have 2 hopper pointing into the middle of each furnace. From the back is the best, and place the chest on top of those. Oh, okay, I think I know what I'm talking about. Let's see if we can follow instructions. I'm chuckling, but let's see if we can follow instructions. 6 chests, 6 hoppers, 2 furnace side. Let's see if I can do it. 6 chests, 6 hoppers, 2 furnace. We are now listening to Lo-Fi House, courtesy of the Stream. Alright, we'll get the materials back at base together. And I gotta try to remember again what the material list was. I think it was 6 hoppers, 6 hoppers, 6 chests, and 6 furnace side. Alright, so for the hoppers, we'll need some iron. I do not know that I have any hoppers available yet. Okay. And now I gotta turn up the heater because I'm freezing again. And do I have enough wood for the chest? Probably not. I do. What do you know? Okay, I got some. Let's do some oak. Chest. We got some barrels if you want to do barrels instead. Yeah, it used to work, if I remember correctly, you used to be able to go in the back and fill in the top slot. It didn't have to always have a hopper on the top, but I could be misremembering, but that seems to have changed recently. So I can do my hoppers, my chest, I just need cobble for perfect. Alright, let's go to sleep and get this done. Let's see if I can follow instructions. And I'm still chuckling. Alright, we also need some fuel box, and you forgot one of your ingredients, man. I love giving people a hard time. I find it very, very, very stress relieving. Oh, I need to have some more chests because we have to make some hoppers. We'll make 8 more chests, and we'll take half of those chests and I'll stick them there. Might as well have a few extra hoppers. Never hurts to have extras. There you go, 8 hoppers. You can never ever have too many hoppers. It's seriously impossible. Okay, so I've got my hoppers, I've got my chest, I've got my furnace die, and I think I have fuel. Here's some fuel. We should probably harvest some trees, get some more fuel cooking over here, so that when we need more fuel, it'll be ready. Looks like we've got ourselves some acacia, which is handy dandy, and I believe, thank goodness, here on ChillCraft, in this world, we have a vein miner, which I am hoping I can twist Aries' arm hard enough to install on the PSMP server because, man alive, there is nothing better in this world than a vein miner. I don't believe. I never realized how badly I needed it until I had one. Okay, so that's probably all the acacia that we are going to need. Do we have any other red dots? No, we don't. Here's some more areas where we want to work on the terrain. I want to make all this terrain look good. I want to put a pool in here. I want to put in a hot tub at some point, or a hot springs actually would be even better. Okay, I'm not quite a fan of whatever the heck this kind of racket is, so we're going to find something else to listen to. Because whatever this is ain't fitting my mood at all. I don't know about you guys. This sounds like a bunch of people just pounding on a wall somewhere to my mind. Okay, where am I at? And what am I doing? And who am I? Okay, we were looking at this one, and let's try lo-fi playground. I also have an experimental refresh to try. Alright, now let's plant some trees, and now we've got enough stuff here. We can get a little bit more stuff going for us while we are out working. And we'll see if we can do this furnace array. I am learning to plant trees in groups of 8. When you're using a vein miner, it just makes things easier. Alright, I'll give us some oak that we can use for more fuel later. Oak is not giving us as much saplings anymore, I don't know why. We won't use any of this charcoal here. We're going to instead take, what are we going to do? We need to have, I think we have some oak in here. Gotta think, what is my most common wood in here? I've got some jungle log. Okay, we need a bunch of sticks. So what we're going to do is we're going to create a whole bunch of sticks. Stick them in here. Stick 32 in here because it's 32 for 64 sticks. Get yourself some charcoal. Stick the rest in the chest. That will be cooking while we work on this furnace. And we've got nearly 2 stacks of charcoal to work with for our furnace. We also have some acacia for our framework because we've got to build a structure. So the next question is where I want to put the furnacer. I don't want it too far away from where I'm building. I don't want to run all the way over. How did you get up there? How in the world did you get up there? You guys can't climb. Somebody explain that to me because I don't understand. You must have spawned on the roof, but that doesn't make no sense either. Okay, furnace array. Let's stick it right here. Perfect wall for it. We've got to work on this frame. This is just ugly. Okay, we need to have at least a couple of chests, if not barrels, down here. Do we want to do 3? Do we have enough materials to do 3? Do we want to do 3? I don't even know. Maybe we do, maybe we don't. Let's go further forward because we do not want to have any issues there. Okay, hoppers going in. We may not be able to do this because we may not have enough ingredients. Because going 3, it might increase it beyond the ingredients that I currently have. But we'll give it a try. And what did I guess? You are correct. Just a little shy. And we've got another problem, but that's easily solved because these are fuel. They don't need to be huge, giant chests. We can just do that. And then we will get another one to go there. Alright, let's see if I have this figured out at all. Let me know if I'm doing this right, Boston. Okay, I need to climb up on something to get this last bit done, and then I'll go make myself some more hoppers. But I think we'll just use up here as well. We don't need more than just that. We need the chest below because they need to hold more. Okay, and I see another issue. That's fixable. Okay, here we go. Lock myself in. What do you think of my gorgeous furnace arrays? The best looking furnace array anybody ever made. And I probably did it wrong. That's a very funny mental image. Just some people pounding on a wall somewhere or making music. It must have spawned up there. Yeah, that's kind of what it sounded like to my poor brain. Almost, my friend. Okay, what I messed up. Let me know what I messed up. He didn't believe me when I told him I'm not a very good student. Alright, we got 2 chests. We can make 2 more hoppers. We can make 2 more hoppers. We don't need those chests. We got barrels, which are fine. That's what we need here. We're waiting for Boston's instructions. And then we've got our charcoal, and we should have 3 stacks here pretty soon. There's 1 full stack right there. Half a stack there. Only 2 furnaces. What, you don't like me doing 3? What if I wanted to have a 3 furnace array? What if I want to do bigger and better than what you said? Okay, we will make Boston happy and we'll knock it down to 2 furnaces. Not a big deal. He doesn't want me to have 3 furnaces, or there's some way I'm supposed to connect these that are different. I'm not 100% sure you can call this an array though, because wouldn't an array automatically, you know, be moving fuel back and forth between everything? Alright, you happy? 2 furnace array. Place a double chest on the ground, have 2 hoppers on the ground, but pointing into the double chest from behind. Oh, okay. But what if I want it the way that I've made it? What if I want to have, you know, that many double chests? I'm going to test Boston's patience. I'm going to see how much patience he's got. Okay, let's see. Go somewhere else, Mr. Maybe here, I think. Really? Okay. Well, we can play that game. Alright, bedtime. Let's kick somebody out of bed and go to sleep. I want to go to bed. Don't let me go to bed, man. I don't want the monster to be eaten. Get out of my bed. My bed now. What do you think you're doing? Get out of my bed. Okay, double chest. Have 2 hoppers on the ground, pointing into the double chest. Then on top, put on top the furnaces. Then put on the furnaces on those hoppers. Why it's any different than what I've designed, I have no idea. Then place the hoppers like you did on top, then put a double chest on top of those hoppers. No single chest. And he thinks he's got to tell me that I need to shift the right click. I don't know that. I've been playing this game for so long. Or maybe I should use my old man voice. I've been playing this game for so long. I know everything about this game. You young whippersnappers, you had it so easy when you started. When I was your age, we didn't have any of this fancy stuff like this. Nope. Here I go talking how I know all I'm doing and then I mess it up. There must be a reason why he wants it laid out like this, so we'll find out. Then from behind, pointing into the hopper, from behind the first, point hoppers into them, put a double chest on top of those hoppers. I'm already ahead of you. That's not a very good building block. Let's try something we can actually build with. I think I get what's going on here because it's a shared chest. It might actually go a little faster than it would normally. Although I can't say for sure. Okay, so fuel should go behind. There's our fuel. In the top will go any cobblestone that we're turning into stone. So let's go grab ourselves some cobblestone that we want to turn into stone. I see another iron golem that I'm going to have to kill that's in the plant again. What do you guys think of my old man voice? Do I have a good old man voice? So here's an example of some cobble that we might want to turn into... Ah! How are you getting in there? That's what I want to know. How in the ever-loving name of dog are you getting in there? And why are you even going in there? Is there a reason that you want to be in there? I do not understand. Somebody explain it to me. I don't get it. There's no villagers in there, so what's the obsessed with? Okay, first yield, double test to yield the result, just to minimize access point to fuel the furnace. Well, we should test it though. We should actually see if it's faster to do it with a double chest that's shared versus a bunch of single barrels or whatever. But we're not going to do that right now because I need to get to work on my building and not keep getting distracted. So here we go. Alright, now we're going to see pretty quickly how fast it's processing our materials. Right now, not going too fast. Doesn't seem to have gotten a speed, well, maybe a slight speed boost. Oh yeah, we're getting it 2 at a time. Look at that, folks. So it is a little bit faster, I can already tell you. Because if I used a barrel, we would be getting it in single digits at a time. Here we're getting it 2 at a time. Okay, I get the idea now. Of course, I don't know that 2 at a time is faster than each single one building up to 2. That still has to be tested. But more than likely, this is a little bit faster because you're getting it in double. More efficient. Okay, well, that's the final authority on it. According to Boston, it's just more efficient. Alright, well our more efficient furnace array is up and running, Barry, and hopefully you have now learned how to build yourself a furnace array. And to do an even better and also faster furnace array, at that point you're going to have to do, I need to get rid of this thing here. You're going to have to use rails and redstone. Okay, back to work. Let's get this frame job done. Has the speed of 2 furnaces. Yeah, that's about right. Alright, you remember how proud we were that we had this wonderful tree right here, and we just wanted to leave this tree and build it into our build, and we were so happy with this tree. I don't know how we're going to make that tree work with our build, but let's see if we can do it anyway. Why not? I've never tried it. Let's have a challenge. Okay, so first off, we need to figure out how we want to lay this out. We should have them separated. We should have one on one side, one on the other, but they do not need, I don't think, all this space in the middle. And then I need to be able to get in here and collect my rewards, of course. My arm is bugging me in my chair right now. I need to get something with lower arms. Anyway, we need to figure this out. So I need to think about this layout. How do I get in here and get my rewards? How do they meet each other and trade? We don't want to do a huge pile of hoppers that we have to, you know, have a line like going from here all the way over. If we had them trading here in the middle, which would be great. Now we have this huge line we have to go through. It's not so bad if we start, say, here, because then they only have to go from the middle or wherever they're going to be standing. Somewhere in here, if this was a place where they would meet, they'd only have to have it going out to this. But that's still, from this point right here, that's 1, 2, 3, 4. Hoppers are expensive, especially when you're starting out. Actually, it only has to really be 2 because you're going to have a double chest here at the end. And then what do you do with this extra little bit of thing here? Do I dig it out? Do I need it? I don't even know if I need it. So this is what we're thinking about. So this would be the size of the room for one of our villages. And I don't think that's going to be big enough, folks, honestly. So I'm not 100% sure on this. Let's try this shape here. I'm trying to think how best to do this. This is the best way to do it, I think. What's with the funny piano music? And of course, you know that I like to skin my bark, and that's probably why I had my shield off. We'll try this shape initially. We'll see if this will work for us. We don't know yet. We'll try to find my groove and the pattern here and figure this out. And then, of course, we got to figure out how to integrate this tree into our build. We want to integrate this tree into our build. We got another problem as well. This is ugly. We hate this. So we're going to want to solve that problem too. One of the things we can do is move the walls in once we've decided how much space we have here. That's probably more space than they need. And if we have a walkway out here, we can probably go ahead and move it in one and have just a walkway around the edge. We could probably do that. Let me sleep already. I want to go to bed. I'm tired. Sun's going down. I remember the tree pride. Sorry about your battery there, Barry. Did you notice Mr. Brown Robe Villager disappeared? And thank you, Boston, for showing me how to do an efficient 2-chest furnace. You are an excellent teacher. Very patient, and I really did push your patience, and appreciate it. I did do that. Yeah, I'm not sure about this music either. We might try a different track list. What are you wanting about, villager? What do you want? We'll see what the next track sounds like. If it's more of this stuff, I think we're gonna go somewhere else. Kind of reminding me a little bit of, I watched They Cloned Tyrone last night. That was a weird movie. I don't know if I want to recommend it or not, but it was interesting. I'll say that much about it. Okay. How do we do that, folks? We're a little bit higher here than we need to be. How do we do that? I don't even know how we pulled that off. I don't know what we did to do that, but we ended up higher than we need to be here. Okay, it's more of this funky whatever this is. We're not into the funkies. I know some people like that, but not me. Any blocks on top? Nope. Okay. Is that the height we need? I believe it is. Window will go in here. Wall will go there. Okay. Enough space, I think, for our villagers. So I think this is our space for now. And so far, we're okay with the tree. Now, we probably won't do this. This looks awkward and weird, so we probably won't do that. We should have some support here in the middle somewhere. More than likely we'll do fences, but I don't know 100% for sure yet. Oh boy, this is going to be interesting. This is one very long, narrow building, I'll tell you what. Alright, checking the music out. We're going to see if I can come up with something a little better. That was Lo-Fi Playground. Now if I can get back to my little area where I was. Here's an experimental refresh. This is Nedak the Narcissist here, this first one. No, I don't think we'll do experimental. I need a fire sale. I can be a sinner cause I'm sure that I'll get by. Pardon the language, folks. Lo-fi meets dude with a synthesizer to create these futuristic tracks. Okay. Try this. Sure did. Okay, moving along. Okay, let's see if we can figure this business out here. So now we need some planks. I think we'll just turn these into planks. We don't need much more than that, probably. We don't know yet. Oh dear, okay. Alright, well that gives us one window that they could have. Okay, that's kind of nice for them. Let's get some fences. I think I have some fences over here. Give me a turntable, dude. We'll see what happens, man. Well, look at that. We're actually integrating the tree. It looks like it is the weirdest thing in the world, but I bet you it's going to turn out to be the feature I like the most. Let's get some doors. I guess we should have some doors for them. They don't really need doors. They're just going to sit there and irritatingly slam them in my face all the time, but why not? You know how villagers are. They don't know how to hold the door open, man. They're just rude. DB the DJ. Ah! Wrong place. Okay, let's give that a try. Now, unfortunately, I can't really do much for them back here, but that'll be okay. That'll work. This is the world's ugliest structure. There isn't anything uglier than this structure in this planet. Alright. Look, Ma, I built a rectangle. Okay, so the next question is, how do I proceed from here? We need a way to separate them. They need to be able to visit with each other. Let's leave this open so I can get in and out. One's going to be on one side and one's going to be on the other. And where they're visiting, I need to have hoppers in place to capture all the goodies. So, do I have any spare hoppers for my little experiment? Let's see what we've got. I'm going to need some chests. Or barrels. Probably chests so I don't get a bunch of annoying... Ah! I've been doing that to Boston the whole time when we were building on my treehouse. I keep falling off things. He loves it. He loves hearing me go, ah! And fall somewhere. I think I need more chests than two. Okay, here we go. We got my hoppers. We got my chest. Do we have any carpet? We do not have any spare carpets. We do not have any spare wool for carpets. We will have to come up with some carpets to keep the villagers from falling down inside the hoppers, which is fine, but we don't want that. Alright, we've got a couple of issues here. One of them is I need to be able to get my cities. And one of the issues that we're having right now is how do I get in and get my materials? Where do I even go to get my materials? Well, here's one of the things that we could theoretically do. Depending on which way I'd want to go in, I have to think about this for a second, but I could have it set up where I just snake down the side here and pick them up. I could also have it set up where they're right here coming out of the end. But I think that's going to use more hoppers than the ones from the side. There's the freaky guy. Oh no, that's not him. Get out of my bed, dirty villager. You know what? I don't mind this music. I think this is okay. Everything is running. Is there a refrigerator running? You better go check on it. Ah! There he is. There he is. Freaky brown robe guy. Ah. Sorry about that. That freaks me out. Every time I see him, he freaks me out. Alright, so this is our one entrance here. We'd have to put in some stairs or whatever. I think this is the way we'd want to go. So, next question. Provided we do that, we would want to have our chest maybe right here. And then we would put another couple of chests right here. So the first part of this berry is just trying to figure out the logistics. You gotta figure out to use the least amount of resources to accomplish your purpose. In this case, we want to get to our chest. And that's what we're trying to figure out here. So that's going to be the least amount of resources that I can come up with. I think. But I'm not sure yet. Hold on a minute. We have to tear apart a wall here. Yep, there's our chest. But that's actually still going to be more hoppers than I really want to be doing. But we might be able to make this work. So we're going to go there. We're going to go there. Okay, and we just need... Trying to think about this. Do we really need to have two chests? That's another question. I don't really know if we need to have two. I think one might be sufficient. Trying to think about this. We have one person that's going to have carrots, one person that's going to have potatoes. We're going to be giving each other items. But we're not going to be able to really separate what we get with them. I don't think I've ever really had it where I could have them completely separate in how they share the material. So we can go ahead, and I think I want to get rid of this one. That will save us some resources. What's with this music? I actually kind of like this. Don't know why. Okay, we can go check on the status of our furnace here in a minute, but there we go. We'll just have one double. I don't think we're going to need two. So now we've got this double chest out here. This is where all of our resources will go. By this wonderful tree, we'll have our nice little path here to get into it. Okay, and then that works out because now we can have them have their meeting homes somewhere around here. So we just need to figure that out. So now we've got all of these hoppers. We want to check this little thing dangling where we want it. Toss an item in, make sure it's running. Get out here to the chest. We should see a piece of wood so we know it's working. Okay, so we would need to have the villagers have some way of trading right around here. We need one more hopper right here, I think. Should not be too difficult. I think I even have some iron over here if I don't have it down below. We might want to even go 2 hoppers. Right now we're going to try just one, see how that goes. I might go ahead and make 2 hoppers so I can have them for one. Well, that's getting a little loud. Let's turn that down. I like that song. That was Cosmos by Dillip. Alright, so now if they're by the door and they're talking to each other, we'll do one more since we're here, we might as well. Okay, now we've got one more thing to think about. Because this is going to be kind of in the way, we might want to come up with a different way of doing this, lining this up so that it's not going to be in the way. So let's think about it. He came all the way over here to slam the door in my face. You guys see that? That's some bowl, as they say. So by going under the wall here, that will help, I think. I don't know if we want to go one more because then it will get in the way of their door. I think this will be okay. We can have a wall here where they are separated so they won't be able to get through that. We probably won't need this extra one here. I'm guessing that most of their giving stuff to each other is going to occur right here in this little section. Or might even occur there, but yeah, because one guy is going to be on one side, one on the other. They're going to be standing over this. Trying to think if I want to move it down one more towards the door, but then they'd have trouble getting in and out the door. So that's another thing you gotta think about, is how the villagers move around. That's a tough one sometimes. Trying to think about it, and then the villagers always do stuff you don't expect. You have to be ready for that. Good luck getting back in there, dude. Slamming the door in my face. How dare you? Now this presents a slight headache because we have to figure out the pattern of how they're going to be channeled so that they don't get at me and get where I don't need them to go. So I got to figure that out real quick, and then I got to figure out the rest of the layout here. So what we want is a way for the two villagers to meet, but not be able to cross to the other side. They can't do that. We don't want them doing it. And we don't necessarily want this huge giant thing going all the way across like this. We just got to figure out a way to do this. Try to make this look somewhat pretty if we can. Ah, right in front of my face. That ain't gonna help me then. Okay, so now what we need to do is get some trapdoors, and then we need to figure out how the villagers are going to interact with each other if they're on either side of this. We're trying to keep them each to their end of the building. So, trapdoor here will keep them from going that way. Trapdoor here will keep them from going that way. They can come in here and talk to each other right here. Trapdoor here, and they can come in here. Now they're each standing on a hopper, which will be good, and I'll have a carpet there. I think, yes, the carpet won't mess them up because there's, yeah, that's work. And then, okay, so the only issue now that we're seeing is this we don't need. It will be in the way. I think. Because we need to have this villager being able to, he can already get over to his area. So he's fine. But this villager needs to be able to get to his bed and his door without having this in his way. Oh yeah, we got paths organized here. I see an issue. He's even taking my bed. Back in the potatoes again? Seriously, he must be spawning on this here. Why, I don't know. But anyway. Alright, next thing we've got to figure out. We've got to have a way to funnel them so that one has a door and the other has a door. So how do we do this? Well, we stick a wall here, then he only has this and his door to go through, right? But then this is in the way, so he'll sink into it. So we gotta figure out how to deal with that. But okay. But on this side, what are you doing? Do you want to die? On this side, he's gonna want to go to there. He's gonna have that door, so we would have a wall here. That was a big thump. I should go find out what's going on out there. Well, this villager is helping me figure out if this is going to work or not. Okay, so what I need to get rid of, I think, is this hopper. I believe that this one is pointed there, that one's pointed to that one, so that's all good. We'll come into the plain stone decorate later. So now here we go. So this guy has his meeting place right here. He'll stop right here and he'll be talking to his buddy, and this is where I think we're going to want to have an extra hopper because this is his meeting area. So let's toss a chunk of wood in. We want to make sure that we have this correct. I think we finally got it. So here's his meeting area. He'll be on the carpet. He'll be talking here. They'll be passing stuff between here and these three. And this is his door. He'll go out here and he'll get to work on his field. But he will not be able to go over this and get over into this guy's field. Okay? And then this guy, he's going to be standing right here. He's got his area where he can talk as well. And then he's got his door right here. But he can't go out to the other guy's field. Is that making any sense at all to anybody? Okay, so now we need to make it look pretty. Okay, so a beam for support. I don't know what I'm going to do about this hollow space here. Do we want the beam actually going over right here? Maybe. And then we need to get some carpet and test out our theory here. The next question is, how do we want to organize this? He needs that door to be able to get in and out of the door. I don't know that we want to take this wall all the way up to there. I don't think that that's going to work, but maybe we will. Maybe that will be okay. We just need to figure out a way to make this look halfway decent. Another option when we're faced with an ugly wall like that is to maybe just add some decorated stuff like this. Okay, let's try that. Okay, does that make sense? Can you guys see how this works? So let's get the carpet and see if our thing worked and delivered our goodies to our chest. And it did, so we're all set. So now all we need to do is get some beds in here. Come nighttime, we'll get a couple of villagers in here because they're going to want to go for their beds. We just plop a block in there, and now we got to figure out where we're going to put the job block. That's going to be our next course of action. So let's go back, see if we have any job blocks back here at base of the composter. I don't believe we have any extra composter, but let's go look. We need some beds, we need some carpet. I think we got one bed in the chest, we need one more. We got some wool, I think. We got some sheep somewhere. I think we have sheep. Alright, we're looking for wool. We're looking for wool. We're looking, oh, we got a black carpet. That's not going to help us any. We need more than one carpet. No wool, nothing. I don't think we have any moss carpet. We can make some moss carpet, that's not a problem. Do we have any sheep in here? Are we just cows right now? Okay, I guess I didn't go around and get sheep yet. I don't have any clippers either. Do I have any iron for clippers, and do I have any clippers? I have clippers. Okay. Is that coarse dirt in the farm area? Yeah, and that's probably what they're spawning on. I'm guessing that that's what it is. It's like a walkway around the edge of the farm. That's why I designed it that way, but I'm thinking that's causing me my problems. We need to get some sheep and get them farmed. Right now we're going to worry about getting some wool and getting a couple of a bed at least. And we'll figure out what to do about the golems spawning on that dirt later. I can probably use a path block. I don't think they can spawn on the path block, but I'm not 100% sure on that. Can I shave you? Come here, let me shave you. Where did that other sheep go? He was here a second ago and he vanished. Bald sheep, bald sheep. The full block, so yes, it's, yeah, but why is he spawning in there of all places? That's what inquiring minds want to know, Boston. What makes the farm such an interesting area for the golem to spawn? See, we have to ask these questions because we're trying to learn the mechanics of the game. Because nobody talks about stuff like some of the oddball spawning characteristics you see golems doing. We're told that it's a bunch of villagers talking to each other and that's how they spawn it, and if they detect them and certain range and all this other stuff, but I'm not 100% sure we have all the variables down. There's some fishy business going on that makes the golem say, you know what, I'm going to spawn. Look at this too. We've got like a million of them in here again. Let's still run some through the rinse. But yeah, that's why I asked the question. There's something in the mechanics that I don't know and I want to know, because that can be very beneficial for making a farm later. I don't think the current iron farm designs, even Aries as good as it is, have all the principles. We don't have everything, all the mechanics down yet. There's parts that we don't know. I see how it is. You're just going to disobey me and not get on to where I need you to be. Okay, so let's go back and get my lead and get you guys in there. Maybe the carrots have special work events for us. I think it's potatoes. I don't know. There's some mechanic that preferences spawning in the potato field or near the potato field, and I will figure it out one day. Because if I can learn that, you know, maybe planting potatoes in an iron farm will actually make the iron farm produce more. It sounds silly, but it's possible, you know. I picked up something from somewhere, and oh, it's just a stone block? Okay. Get out of my bed. Yeah, maybe the potatoes have special oils. Also, maybe coarse dirt. It increases their spawning odds. Nobody talks about that either, but that's another possibility. Could simply be because it's coarse dirt, and they spawn better on coarse dirt. There's stuff like that that's hidden in the game that I don't think people know and they haven't found. You know, basically they find one way to do something like an iron farm, one set of mechanics or rules that seems to make sense, but they never really experiment and see what else is going on. What other little tidbits might be in the game that we don't know. But I'm always looking for that stuff. That's one of the things I like to do. That's one of my favorite things. 6 o'clock. Hey folks, we made it without crashing so far. Thank goodness. I am going to have to get ready here fairly soon. I got to make sure nobody got hurt because I heard a giant thump out there and I don't want to get up and go look right now because I'm busy and hopefully it's nothing. I hear any screaming, so that's why I'm assuming it's nothing. But I heard a giant thump, and now I'm worried. You know, my parents are not exactly spring chickens. Look at that. See what I mean, Boston? Look at that. Now there's 2 of them in there. So that's definitely something to investigate. I actually might make an iron farm using coarse dirt just to see if I might be onto something. It might be stupid, but it's worth looking into because that's how we learn. You know, that's how we find new mechanics and new ways of doing stuff that other people don't think of. Oi. Definitely gonna have to put some kind of moss carpet or do a path block. I gotta figure out what they can't spawn on. I don't think they can spawn on a path block, as I said. Gotta figure out what the rules are and change that on the edge so that they don't spawn there. Or just bring the fence in. I don't know which I want to do yet. I kinda like having the gravel there, but maybe I'll bring it in. I do want the gravel, coarse dirt, under the fence. That I do know. So that's something I want to change later, but we're not going to fuss with that right now. We're going to work on getting this design done. Okay, so next order of business. We need to have some beds. I have one downstairs. So we'll grab that. Looks like we can make one bed. That will be good. And then I just need to press escape and I can make 3 carpet and that should be all I need. No guarantees, but let's go put this all together, get this bed out of here and see what we have. Part of what got me on this whole spiel here, Boston, so that you know, is when Barry showed me that video. He linked me to that video about the boat clock. It was more than just about the boat clock. It talked about farms and how people have been copying the same design without giving any credit, just making little changes, and there hasn't been much serious investigation into the mechanics. There's a bunch of stuff in that video. I thought it was very, very informative. Learned a lot from it, so that's kind of got me on this whole tangent. Okay, so we need to figure out where a bed's gonna go, and we need to figure out where a composter is gonna go. So we can put a bed here if we want to. We can also put a bed up there by the other wall if we want to. We can also put it way over across. Doesn't really matter where I put it, I suppose. But what we have to figure out next is where the composter block is going to go. Okay, so we need to have a composter block, and normally we stick it in the middle. I have been finding that the villagers seem to really hang out in the garden and do a lot of stuff that I don't like when I have the composter block here in the middle. I don't want that. I want to change it. I want to try something a bit different, so I'm wondering, actually, I might change this. I'm thinking about putting a composter block like right here by this window maybe, and then sticking the bed on the other side. Just to see what kind of stuff that we see. That's the best layout. I don't want them to get too caught up on everything. I guess I could theoretically run the bed this way, and that keeps the floor clear. I want the villagers to not get stuck caught on things. See, but now they can't get in here and take over the bed if I want them to take over the bed, but I can move it there later. But yeah, I'm thinking right there, composter right there, or I can stick the composter in the corner and the bed on the opposite corner. It's getting a little crowded. We don't have a lot of room or space here to move. My other choice, of course, is to remove these blocks, and I can just go ahead and stick the bed here. And then just seal the 2 blocks in when they get in here at night. Then if we have the composter here, they don't have much flow issue. They don't have any reason to be over here. Composter could be there in that little nook. Okay, I think that's what we're going to do. Put the composter in the nook. Right behind that wall. I think that's a great idea. Alright, what we need to do now is to go make a couple of compost. And we're going to try them outside the garden this time because we want to know if they'll mess up and play around in the garden as much if the composters aren't anywhere near their work area. I mean the garden area. Trying to get the words out, but they're not coming very good. Should have a couple of takers pretty quick, either for the beds or the composters, so it should not be hard to fill this farm up. Okay, and then the next step is to figure out the roof, and I think that's going to work out real good. Yeah, it gives them plenty of space to navigate and get around. Somebody's very loudly walking up the stairs. I don't know if you guys could hear that on the camera. That was very loud. I don't know if they're unhappy or what's going on. Okay, let's see if we can get this roof put in. We should have some takers here soon enough. I think it's the little kids. We have some little kids next door neighbors that are little kids. They're kind of fun. That was really loud and heavy though for a kid. And I hear some really loud talking, so I'm a little bit stumped. Door slamming. Yeah, something's a little more going on than just kids. Maybe they're having an argument or something. Who knows? It's random. It's random. Come on, villagers. How did we end up with 2 of you? All right, dude. That's now your place. And this bed is not yours. Okay, well, you can just stand there and stare at things for a while. That's fine by me. I'm going to go to sleep over here. Now, are you going to take this job, or do I have to smack you upside the head a few times? You better not be a nitwit because you won't be living very long if you are and you're in here where nobody can see you die. Does not pay to be a nitwit in my designs. We have an anti-nitwit policy. Sorry about the violence there, folks, but he had to die. There was no choice. Alright, looks like we might have some more takers. Let's see if they do better than the last group. Alright, dude. If you want to live. Smart guy! Congratulations! You get to be my prisoner. I mean, my helper. Me and my evil laughter. Alright, let's see how this happens now that he's going to be mostly based inside doing his farmer stuff. Is he going to get out and mess up the field as much? That's the question we're all dying to know. And that's the basic mechanics, Barry, if you happen to still be around and have been following along. That's the basic mechanics on how this whole thing works. So we now have a middle area where the two will trade. They have the job blocks this time inside. We'll have carrots over here, potatoes over there. They will give each other items back and forth. I will start them off. I give them each whatever it is that I'm going to trade with them. So this potato guy over here, I'm going to give him a bunch of potatoes. And maybe a stack or two over time. And then I'll make sure that his trade is potatoes. And then he'll give potatoes into this chest, and we'll do the devil dog trick where he has half of it potatoes, single potatoes, and half of it carrots. And this guy over here will be given carrots, and we'll sell carrots and buy carrots. I mean, not sell carrots, but buy carrots. And have the other half of the chest in carrots, and that's where the carrots will go. And that will be my food, and that is your beginning basic emerald and food farm. Because this allows the villagers to trade with you for potatoes and carrots, and then you can get a little food out of that. Once you get them leveled up and into the master level, you get to have golden carrots, which is one of the best food sources in the game. So you definitely want that. And as far as architecture, building tips, don't have much to tell you there. I try to build into the terrain, try to work with what's there. What's there right now is this tree, so we're trying to make this tree somehow a part of the build. I'm still not entirely sold on how I want to do that. I almost want to remove this heavy metal stuff. Stick fences there, or even stick a post on each side or something. I just haven't decided how I want to proceed yet. It just seems awful clunky, and I don't know how I'm going to work it with this big old giant limb here. If I was a better builder, I could probably do like a ruin, like it grew through the roof. Because that's more like what you would see if it was real. But I don't know how to really do that. That's a little beyond my means right at the moment. I want to try to get this roof on. And we'll work on more of the design stuff at a later date. Let's change the music. I do have to wrap up and get ready for work. We're going to be working here pretty soon. Yay. I might actually be getting a paycheck. Who knows? Then it will be yay. Let's do some dream pop before I proceed to the next thing. I think I listened to this album once before and I liked it. So what I'm thinking here is probably something ugly like this, I think. Do we want to make this a very tall, narrow roof without looking bad or good? Alright, we might have another taker in the farm. Honestly, I think the roof should be more narrow. I don't think that looks very good, so let's make it more. Ow! That is pretty good. Yeah, you don't have any crops yet, but you will. Just be patient. You'll get your crops eventually. We'll get there. We'll get you some crops. I know you need some crops. I'm wondering if I want to have some log right on top of that. And that will kind of up the roof a bit. That might look okay. Yeah, we'll make a log here. Then the next question is, do we break the limbs and build? Let's try that and see. We should use the shears so we don't lose the leaves if we want to. Now leaves will decay if they're not next to stuff. And I don't have any extra wood, so before I break those other guys, let's get some more acacia for this beam here on top. Do we have any over here? We do not. Okay, so that's going to be a problem. We need a beam. I think we have a tree that we decided we was going to remove because it didn't look right where it was. And then we're going to replace an oak. And it's this one here, I believe. I don't think that's enough though. That's only 7. We need one more. And we find another one that we can remove without feeling bad. Those are all really nice acacias, and I really don't want to remove them, so I might have to go back today, see if I have any more. I don't think I have any stacks of stuff. Looks like I have some limbs or leaves that I have to get in here. What tree can we get rid of without feeling bad? This an acacia? That's an oak. That's not going to help me. Oh, here's one. This one's kind of stubby and silly looking. We'll grab it. That should be enough. Open that up there a little bit in the village too, so it's not quite so dark over there. Alright, we don't want to lose these limbs. So we've got a few that we can put on the outside. We'll get more. We'll use the scissors before we do the other stuff. So the vein miner doesn't cause us any problems. But if we have this touching wood, theoretically, they won't lose their place. And I think we'll keep the wood bark. I don't know if it has to be bark or not bark. That I don't. We'll keep the beam bark for now. That's it. Still having trouble finding a victim, helper for the other end. What a strange looking build. Alright, let's take a look at this, see what else we can do to fix this up, make it look a little better. Okay. Alright, that might actually end up being stairs. Do we have enough stairs? No, we don't. We need some more stairs. I have to figure out the rest of this roof, but I think the design's coming along. I think we're figuring. Oh, there's another ugly one we can get rid of. No rush right now to do that. And it looks like I'm starving to death, so let's eat a little food. And we'll have to figure out how we want to do there on that wall for decoration or make it look a little better. I guess we decided this kind of roof, but I don't know that I like it. I think we're going to go kind of Minecraft style and just put this back with regular. Next question is, do we want to have the leaves on the underside? Not sure of that. And then on this side, we need to add some leaves. I think this should be a leaf, pardon me. Ugh. And then over here, we won't do it. Okay. Pick up all of my stuff. I am curious if leaves will die if they're put on the other side of a peeled bark surface. I don't think they will, but I don't know. Alright, how does that look? We're getting somewhere with this. Well, there we go. We now have it built right on in there. Uh-oh. We might have a problem. We might have crashed again. Oh, man. Sorry, Black Belt. You came right when my game crashed and I've got to leave anyway. I have no idea why it crashed. I was just zooming around and the whole thing just shut down on me. All right, well, let's wait a minute and see what it loads for me. Maybe there'll be an error screen I can look at here. Insufficient memory for the Java runtime environment to continue. Native memory allocation failed to allocate 101,241,500. Error chunk new, an error report file. All right, so something said it didn't have enough memory for the Java runtime environment. Let's take a look at that. And I figure my computer's having some issues. Memory says 4.9 out of 15 gigs. And if I remember correctly how I've set up each of these settings, yeah, that has 16 gigs total. I'm trying to remember how this memory allocation thing works. Does it have to be... Oh, okay, I've allocated it. I've allocated 8 gigs to it. And I can't allocate more because you need 8 gigs to run the streaming stuff. So, well, anyway, welcome back, Black Belt. If I can get the game to load, I will show you what we ended with, and we'll do our exit, and then we're out of here. But I don't know if I can get it to load. We're going to try. Oh, we got the trading part done. We figured it out. We built a double chest furnace array per Boston's instructions, and I tested Boston's patience in instructing me on doing it. But we did figure out it's a long, skinny building, and I don't really like it, but I think we figured it out, and I think we can make it look okay and work okay. And I've got it set up so that the villagers can interact and give items back and forth. I just got to go look for some carrots to plant later and harvest. And I'm testing putting the job block for the villager inside the building rather than out in the garden to help minimize them running around in the garden messing it up, so that I always have a nice fresh crop every time I go out and I harvest and I plant. I have a fresh crop of potatoes or carrots that I can work with. I've been finding that the villagers kind of stomp around if you stick the block over the water in the middle, and I don't like the result of that. I think it looks ugly, so I thought I'd try something different. So far, they seem to be hanging out inside, messing around with their composter, and they don't even need to be out in their field doing anything, which seems to work for me. I think the field still has to be there so that they can take some of the stuff that I give them and plant them, and they can collect them and stuff. Not 100% sure on that, though. So as long as they have access to the garden, it should be okay. We're going to wait a minute for this replay file to save. So how are you doing today, Black Belt? I assume you have a stream coming here pretty soon. I'm going to make sure we're still streaming and the stream hasn't died on us. I've got more talking. I'm working on getting 17,000 pistons. Okay. In your single player world, yeah, that's a single player. You did well, Dippy. Thank you, Boston. Don't know when a stream will be coming up yet. Yeah, I got to figure out everybody's schedule so I can support you and cheer you on. And I'm still trying to get Boston started. I'm not very good waving those pom-poms around, but I'm trying. Looks like the chat window is not updating there. Did my stream die over here? Let me see. No, it's working good here. For some reason, my chat window is out of date. We'll update it. Nope, that didn't do anything. I've been so busy with work lately. Yeah, I hear you. I remember you got another job. I would have a time management stuff too. Work takes a lot out of me. Yep. It's there, but I'm waiting for the stupid replay file thing to get done. This is taking for freaking ever. I'm just going to ignore it. We're going to go in. I want to see where we end and show you guys the end result. Oh. No, I'm not going to do a backup because if I do, that'll take another hour to load. 60%. Hey, we're getting somewhere. Hopefully I didn't lose all of my progress in what I made. I don't know. I think it auto saves. I have it set up to auto save, but who knows? That window's not updating, folks, so I'll have to figure out what's going on with that shortly. I don't know what's going on there. Maybe it'll update after this replay file thing gets done using up memory. Won't be able to look anywhere right off the bat. We have to wait for things to load. I don't know if it's Distant Horizons or something else, but something crashed and was not happy and didn't have enough memory for Java and gave me a problem. I think part of the issues when I started this world, I didn't know how you're supposed to work with Distant Horizons. And I used Chunky to pre-generate the stuff here in this world. And I think that's created some issues. I think if you use Distant Horizons just by itself to generate your terrain, it's gotten better. These last few versions, you can avoid a lot of headaches. Let's look around and see where we're at. Okay, we're still loading. Can't do anything until all this gets done. I know I'm running too little of memory though. I know I need at least 32 gigs, but the computer has to be updated. The good news is that I have finally talked to the person who's in charge. I've been helping my dad clean her school. And I've just been kind of volunteering, helping my dad so he didn't have to do all the work by himself. But I finally got the courage to ask her for my own hours, my own paycheck. So she's going through all that. I'll probably find out more tonight. Maybe not, I don't know. But she's going through all that, deciding if she can afford to pay me. But I do about 14 hours every week. So if I got paid minimum wage, $16.66 an hour, 14 hours a week, that's roughly $1,000 a month. And since I'm a 1099 earner, that means special tax things I have to do. That's why those videos are in accountability, because I was trying to learn how to do all the tax stuff for 1099. But I'll be able to start having a little income, which means I can save up and get a computer. All right, folks. So hold your breath. It might crash again. I'm trying to move slowly. So this is what it looks like here, and then if we move, I gotta be very careful. This is where it crashed before. So this is what it looks like. The leaves have grown into this, and I decided to put a leaf there instead of a block. I'll wrap some more leaves on top later, and we're about to test if leaves will decay if we use a bald strip log. So we're going to try that right now. One slight issue, of course, is I can't bulb this log while the leaves are sitting on top of it. So I have fortune on this shears. I didn't think I had any chance on it. No, I didn't. It's just weird. I got like 11 leaves just two leaves off. Might have been a bug because of the crash. Alright, and if we're lucky, it will not lose the leaves that are on it. Oh yeah, that's going to look a lot better. Let's go very slowly around again. Alright folks, let me know in the chat what you guys think. I can't read the chat yet because it's not updating. But that's what we have, and inside Black Belt I will show you what we've done. Oh, poop. I tried to jump and then it just didn't jump. Okay, so this guy is now in here, so we're going to lock him in place. So this is how this works. They can meet right here over this. These are hoppers with a carpet on top. They can walk right in there. I think he can fit right in. Hold on a minute. I need to see if he can fit in there, but I think he can fit right under there. He lets me move him. Oh, okay. Well, then we're going to have to change that. That's okay. We're going to fix that right now. Because we want him to be able to meet with his friend over here. We have to make some adjustments. There you go. Now his friend and him can meet. Do we need this here? And then I don't know what to put into this space. I haven't figured that out yet. I think I'll leave it like that. Maybe I can remove this? Let's see. And then what do I do here? Do I just remove that? Alright, so now when they talk to each other, they'll give each other items, and those items that I can use for more emeralds and stuff of that nature. Now, I think I've done something wrong here. Let me see. Yeah, this farm should be available for him to get to. Let me look at this side and get it right. So how I have it is I have two doors. I have the door here. I have this here. He can get out the door. And this here, okay. Okay. And if we want to, we can make this a pillar instead of what it is, but I'm not going to worry about that right now. So we want to do the same thing here so that he can go in and out of his door. And now he can go in and out over here. So now we've got everything situated. They have the ability to go out here and hang out in their area, and I think, yes, there's no carpet, so they can walk under that. Carpet's giving us some trouble, like trap doorway. It just increases their height enough they can't get through it. But this one's working as well, and now they're inside, so they're outside, so they're not messing up my field, which is good. We'll change this design and make it look better somehow. I don't know how yet. Get rid of this. You can see the tree through the roof. I think that's kind of a cool little touch. And now you can see that they'll be here and they'll be giving each other items. And very soon, we should find in our stuff here some carrots, potatoes, whatever they're carrying around. Right now, they don't seem to have anything. But they'll get in there. So that's the mechanics for a basic emerald food farm. You can see how it works. If they give themselves each other items, it'll go right into those hoppers. By putting the composters inside, we have avoided any kind of messing up the farmland. We will add trim to the roofing later. Obviously, this is not very good looking right now. But we'll add some stone trim, I think. And I don't know, we might work on the design a little more. Like maybe I think that looks a little too crazy, and I might go ahead and put a step there. In fact, let's go ahead and do that. Oh, I didn't mean to take out two limbs. Darn overpowered shears. Do I have any extra? No, I don't have any extra on me. Only thing I'm seeing is an issue right now is that I can't really get inside. I have to go all the long way around to get inside and check on these guys and make sure they're behaving themselves. That's a little annoying. And we're going to also take this gravel and we're going to put it this coarse dirt. I want it under the fence, and then I'll put something else here. Probably a path block, maybe a path block with moss. We're getting some golems spawning, and I don't really want to encourage that. We're gonna add, I think, like that. Okay, and then he'll have a window here eventually, and then they can kind of socialize and talk. I'm kind of curious how much damage I'll do to this beautiful, pristine field once he can get out into it. So there you go. If you have any questions about the design, be sure to post in my Discord about how the functionality of this works. Once they're leveled up to master level, you can get golden carrots. And you can buy the golden carrots with the profits from the potatoes and carrots that you sell them. And you can also do beetroot and wheat. I usually go with potatoes and carrots because I can use those as a food source if I need to. These guys aren't locked in trades yet. I have trade cycling on this, so when I want to get their trades going, I will probably cycle them through. To, let's see, right now we got beetroot, I don't like beetroot, so I might do something like this, or I might do this. This is really good because now he'll buy from me wheat and potatoes. It gives me an extra monetary source, so I'll lock that in because that's really good, and I'll probably do the same for the others. So let's go ahead and harvest and get a few potatoes that I can give the guy. And we'll lock that in. Alright, so now he's locked in, and he'll buy my potatoes and any wheat that I have. Now I can't do anything with the other person yet because I of course don't have any carrots, but I'll do the same thing with the other side, and then I can have a wheat field somewhere. And any extra wheat that I have I can sell to those, both of those. Of course, the other thing you want to make sure is that you're going to get pumpkins out of it. So this guy's going to give me pumpkins, so this is good. If he doesn't give me pumpkins, this is going to give me pumpkins and melons. So I can sell all of this and make money, and then I got golden carrots at the end. This is an ideal farmer right here in my opinion. Now I'm going to give him this, and that will get him started on his whole potato journey. And I'll find some of those potatoes that are in this chest here because he's going to give them to his friend at some point. And it's working so far. They're not out here messing up the fields, so once I have some carrots, I can do the same on the other side. Not sure if I'm going to put some kind of thing here to make that a little more protected or anything. I don't know yet, but there you go. That's the whole gist of it. Now you know what the layout and the design is, and if you use that, you can get yourself free food, free emeralds. Just a little bit of work and processing. Every once in a while you can go out and harvest the crops. Checking the chat. You guys probably said some stuff I haven't been able to see yet. Tomorrow marks 1 year since I started my new job. Wow, it's been a year already. Wow. If you place the leaf blocks, they won't respond. Oh, okay. So if you place them, I was wondering about that because when you place them like a bush, yeah, that makes sense. Okay. Thank you for that little tidbit there. Appreciate it. Okay, let's do this. So I want to thank you guys for watching. I gotta find the screen. Where are you? Where's the camera? Where's the camera? Where's the camera? There you are. Okay. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. That is the basics of my design of an emerald/food farm. We're going to get plenty of food, plenty of emeralds, golden carrots eventually, and that's all you're ever going to need. Even through the late game, it's a really good situation. I mean, you can do a rage farm if you really want to try and fight with one of those, but if you don't mind doing a little work, this will work out really good. That's the basic design. You're just taking advantage of the villagers' tendency to give each other items. So, if you have any questions, post in my Discord. I want to thank you guys for watching. It's been fun hanging with you. I've got to get ready for work, maybe eat a little bit. I've got about 15 minutes, and then I want to be ready because I don't know when my ride will be showing up and telling me I'm working tonight. So I also don't know what kind of news I'm going to get, if a letter's been left for me or anything. So fingers crossed. Anybody out there that prays for me. I hope that it's good news. I hope I start getting a paycheck, because that will solve a lot, I mean a lot of problems. Thank you guys for watching. See you next episode. Catch you. All right, we're moving to chat. Got to figure out what to do with the whole memory issue.